Hello everyone. Welcome to a new sessions on transportation and assignment model. Today we will learn assignment model. In past lectures we have completed the transportation models and its solution and its optimal method. Today we will learn assignment problems. In assignment problems only one method are used to solving the assignment problem. That is the Hungarian method. In Hungarian method what we have to do, we have to follow some steps by taking one example. Here one example is given. Here one computer operator, a computer center has a 3 expert programmers and the center wants to 3 application programmers to develop. So here what is the task? Here manpower is equal to 3 and the work is also the 3. So what is the assignment problem says? Assignment problem says that we have to select only one value or only one segment for allocating that work, only one work. Means here only different 3 programmers are there and make 3 different applications or develop 3 different applications. So here only one programmer develop only one application only. That is the assignment problem. Means we have to assign one work to only one manpower. We never give any different work to only one person. So for that what we have to do simple. So here one table is given. So here programmers A and B and C are there. Programs 1, 2 and 3 are there. Here different values are given over here. So what we have to do in Hungarian method? So first in Hungarian method, simple what we have to do. So we have to follow one rule named as a row reduction. What is a row reduction? So in row reduction we have to take a minimum value of that respective row and that value subtract from all the other elements of that respective row. Means here point 80 is equal to minimum value for row 1. So what is the next step? So we have to subtract that 80 points from these two values. Means 120 minus 80 we can get only 40 over here. Same thing here, 20 over here, and here we have to 0. The question is there, why we have to subtract that value from that? So 0 value, that is indication of allocating work. Means at point among the 9 points, at where points we have to get 0 point, that 0 point we have to assign some work to them. Means suppose here we have a 0 point over here. So programmer C make or develop a program 1. It indicates that. Means 0, that is the indication of assignments. So first what we have to do, first rule is a row reduction. In row reduction what we have to do, take minimum value and subtract that value from another 2 values or 3 values of that respective row. So we can get here table like this. We check here 80, 0, 100, 20, 120, 40. In second row again 80 is a minimum value. 80, 0, 90 here 10 points are there. 110 here 30 points are. In next row here 110 is a minimum value. So here 0, 140 means here answer is equal to 30 and here answer is equal to 20. So here 3 0 are there. But we have to do again iteration, next iteration. Why? Because after deducting a minimum value of the row, we have also checked that all rows and columns have a 0 value. Means here row has a 0 value, 3 rows have 0 value. But this column have a 0 value, this column has 0 value, but this column have a 0 value. Means programmer B, we can't give any allocation, we can't assign any work to point or programmer B because we haven't any 0, we haven't any assignment. So in next step, rule number 2, what we have to do, we have to do column reduction. We have to reduct a column. At which column? That we have to deduct, we have to apply a column reduction rule at that column haven't a 0 value. So here 0 value we can apply, here we can't apply, only row 2 we can apply a column reduction. So same thing, we have to take a minimum value and subtract from other two values. So we can get column reduction. So here 10 is a minimum value, so answer is equal to here 10, 0 and 20. So now check, all columns having a 0, all rows having a 0. So what is the next step? Next step, we have to assign a work at point 0. So here allocate a programs to the program. So here all the values are there. The question is there, from where we have to start our allocation. So keep in mind, we have to give allocation on a single having 0. Means here we have a 2 0, but we have to allocation at this 2 0. We have to allocation at program 2 at last, because we have a 0, 2 zeros, only 1 0. So we have to allocating over here. We make a square box on 0. Next, at row 3 only 1 0 is contained. So what we have to do, we have to give the allocation over here. So the question is that what we have to do over here. So keep in mind, we have give a allocation, or we have to assign some work at 0 point. That 0 points respective row and columns, we have to minimize all the zeros. We have to cross mark all the zeros. Like as here we have allocating or assign a work over here. So we have to cross mark over here for minimizing the error. So here programmer C make program 1, programmer A makes program 3, and here at last 0 we have to allocation over here. So we have 3 programs, we have assigned 3 different programmers here. So here program 1 made by the programmer C, program 2 made by the programmer B, and program 3 developed by programmer A. So what is the time assigned a programmer sequence? What is the sequence? So 1C, 2B and 3C. Now what is the value of optimum time to make all program? So we take the value of 3 respective columns from the above columns. So above here 3 values, 120, 80, 110, 100, 90, 140, 80, 110, 120. We take actual value of the example for finding out the optimum value. So here optimum value 80 plus 90 plus 110, the value is equal to 280 hours. Clear Hungarian method. What we have to do? Simple. We have to first make a row reduction. Then after we have to check all rows and columns containing 0 or not. After that, what we have to do? If column haven't a 0, then we have to next step we have to do column reduction. In column reduction, what we have to simple. So same thing, minimum value, take minimum value and subtract from others value, we can get a 0 value. After that, we have to assign a work at a point 0 by marking a square box or a rectangle box, right? After that, we have to take one precaution, like as we have start our allocation from where only 1 0 containing in a respective row. So we have to give all the values, and next, what is the after assigning a work? What is the next step? After assigning a work at some cell, we have to check that respective cells, rows and columns haven't a 0. If any zeros are there, we have to make a cross mark over them. Clear? So finally we can get like this solution as a Hungarian method, and value is 20 hours. So guys, the question is that suppose after giving all allocations, I have a one row or a column, means all the zeros are containing cancelled. Means suppose here 1 0 is there. Suppose I allocating this here, or something value is there. So minimizing that 0 or cancel that 0 means we haven't any assignment to give some assigned work to any worker. So what we have to do? So we have apply some again rules we will learn in our next lecture. Thanks.